Modesty beautifies Muslims. Have you heard about a young Sahabi whom saw a naked woman doing ghusl and became so guilty of it and cried for a long time until he died of it, not only ashamed of the action, but by the fear of Allah, how Allah will punish him. This was a young Sahabi named Talaba ibn Abdurrahman of the time of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Don't walk near the pitfalls. We know that times are changing. This time is filled with fitna. It is very easy for a child, teen or adult to easily get access to any kind of filth without the parents or spouse knowing it. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has said, in the time when the Sahabi lived, Allah expected more from them when it comes to good deeds and quality of deeds. Because there were many, it was easier to do good deeds with good quality and intentions. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, the time will come when holding to a deen is like holding to a coal of fire. Allah will expect less of the Muslims because it is very difficult for Muslims to do good deeds with good quality in this time, in the times of fitna. So no, we can't expect as much from Muslims to be good as Muslims of the Sahabi's time. But Allah doesn't tell us to give up. We must struggle, and Allah rewards us according to our struggle, our intention, and our ikhlas. So we must try to find ways that can help each other to remove pitfalls so we can protect our own home and every Muslim's home. Your charges are dropped if you marry whom you raped. There is a country with many Muslims. In that country, when a man rapes another woman, if he agrees to marry her, he will not get punished by the court. I don't understand how it is possible that a country can make such rules. I do understand that this can't be okay for the girl who is raped. First of all, no girl can be okay with marrying someone who doesn't respect her, someone who doesn't respect a no. But letting these men off the hook may put out the fire, but it won't prevent more men to do the same to other girls. Easy way out. We rape her, we marry her for some time and divorce her when we want to. This is not okay. Instead of this rule, the country should try to change the mindset of the younger teens and males. How to respect a woman and a girl and her body. You might have other from the same gender in your family, a sister, a mother, a wife, a daughter. We must teach the male gender that they have to work on the self-control, be in control of their own selves in tough times and their own desires. No matter what a girl, woman does or says, nothing can justify a rape in any way. But the girl and woman need to be responsible with how they behave. We have to be careful of how we behave in front of other males. We can revive the modesty of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Non-Muslims are attracted to modesty in Muslims. Another side of the story is that if a Muslim girl, woman wears perfume and goes outside where other non-Mahram might be, this is not allowed because men will experience tribulations, fitna. So some people asked a scholar, what if a man puts on perfume and a woman experiences fitna? Then what? Some scholars say the reason this is not applied to men whom doesn't stalk, that is that women doesn't stalk men, but men can easily stalk a woman. Time is changing. Here in the West, the husbands and sons and brothers of our family is a Muslim minority. When they step out of their homes, most people they meet at school and college and work are men and female who are non-Muslims. Non-Muslim woman has less barriers to interact with the opposite gender. At the same time, single people are increasing in our country. Muslim men's modesty and faith is very attractive to non-Muslims. I'm talking about non-Muslim women who are almost always being lusted by others, wherever they are. Many of them who get tired of this wants to be loved for who they are and not what they look like. It is not only a Muslim's identity to practice modesty, but can be seen in general in Asian cultures, no matter what religion one has. Many non-Muslim women easily fall in love with Muslim men because of their modesty and because they see in them qualities they hardly find in their own people. So the fear of being stalked by a non-Muslim woman is not so far-fetched. A non-Muslim woman can create more difficulties for Muslim men who are in struggle of correcting their hijab while they are outside their home and maybe not even married. The struggle becomes more dangerous. You can read any book about the struggle men have when a beautiful woman is nearby. The struggle to perfect their hijab is much more difficult. A readable book can be What You Need to Know About the Inner Life of Men by Shaunti Feldhahn. Muslim girls who travel alone. Non-Muslim girls and women aren't the only who make the struggle harder for men. Because of the weak iman in many Muslim girls and women, they can easily become a stalker themselves. Nowadays, it's not seen as difficult for a group of Muslim girls to go for a vacation without any male or mahram with them. Many travel only with their female friends to many countries far away. If a Muslim girl can take the airplane to Scotland to visit a friend or relax for a weekend trip in Italy, it can most certainly not be difficult for her to find out about another male Muslim, where he lives, what matters about his life, and try to make him like her and want to marry her. In other words, men who aren't working on their hijab and use perfume and other kinds of good qualities that are attractive to females, they will be lusted also by Muslim female women. They will experience fitna also from non-Muslim women and also from Muslim women and girls. So yes, the struggle is real. I can't say I want Muslim men to not go outside, because that will be impossible, because probably they will be the provider. But they have to be careful whom they interact with, what they say, and where they are, and to not be alone with women. But most importantly, they have to be aware that Allah is watching everything they are doing. Ya Allah, please protect us and help us to make right choices that are good for our purity. Fear of tribulations for both genders. An aspect that is less talked about because of the taboo issue is the fact that women or girls who rape boys or men. Just because it is less addressed doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Mostly men are seen as the strong, and it's shameful for them to say that they have been raped. No one would admit it in front of anyone. And the research on these studies are very few, because they think that when males don't report it, it's not an issue. But it needs to be addressed, and it's a very sensitive topic. The numbers are unknown. And the very important reason is that Muslim women can oppress males because of it. Women must be helped to correct their hijab and correct their iman from their family and from their friends and from the Muslim women in the community. When a girl or woman says she has been raped, everyone immediately accepts that that must be the truth, because she is the weak part, because she is a female. But when boys or males have been raped, it's more difficult for them to reach out to the community, to complain to the police, because of shame of being man and weak. Because that's what we think, that males always have to be strong. If and when they feel that they are weak, they need to read the surah Yusuf chapter of the Quran, where both gender can experience someone trying to seduce them. We must help each other and tell the community about our problems, and help the males in the community also to find solutions for the seduction they meet at work or at college, and help to protect each other and protect each other's marriages in the community to solve the issues for the whole community. May Allah make it easy for us. Amen.